What is Quad Cortex and what does he do?
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Right guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, if you're old school, you know what we're about by now. Boy next door managed to do good and has some nice gear. That's what this is all about. If you haven't subscribed yet and you've watched a few of my videos, please consider subscribing. I've been on 20,000 for about 10 years. I think there's either something going wrong or you guys don't subscribe. Don't worry about it, just subscribe. It costs you nothing. Helps the channel out. Blah, 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 blah. The spiel that people will give you. Not your typical YouTuber. Don't give two shits, really. Love the companies I work with. Hopefully the companies that work with me love me. And I'm happy as to do that, really. I had a very, very busy 2024. Couple of big tours, couple of gigs, just out and about a lot last year. This year, completely different kettle of fish. Gonna try and stay in the studio this year, do some stuff. Got a bit of a project on the go with a couple of very, very beautiful boys. We'll see what happens with that. But other than that, everything is as is. Gear demos and all that stuff. But enough about that. Quad Cortex. You may have noticed that I've been waxing lyrical about this little bundle of joy over the last couple of videos because it's bloody brilliant, but I haven't actually reviewed it, if that's what you would call this. So I'm going to review this little son of a bitch right now. So let's start off with just what it is. It is a guitar modeler, capture box, multi-effects, pedal, I suppose, but it does everything. It has an absolute wealth of ins and outs. For that particular reason, it makes it absolutely pro class. So we've got two XLR or mic portrait jack inputs. We've got stereo effects loops. We've got ins and outs up the wazoo. We've got MIDI. We've got speaker out. We've got external control. We've got USB. We've got the ability to capture your own amps. And it's also got headphones as well, so you can literally just throw that in your bag and away you go. This is an iPhone Pro Max. It is literally 3 Pro Maxes wide. And it's about a Pro Max deep as well. It's about the same size as a Pro Max. So there you go. Right, okay, so that's how big it is. Beautiful full colour touch screen. The display is amazing. The I/O is ridiculous. If you join it up with, I don't know, one of these bad boys, or if you've got tiny little feet like that of a mouse, maybe one of these little guys, bit of a difference. This guy for smaller boards, this guy for just the board. That's what we need. So that would then connect with the QC. You've then got a full-on expression pedal rig that can be used as a wah-wah, a continuous control, a modulation, a volume control, a whammy. It'll just do everything. Okay, so that is how that's going to go. But the most important thing is, what the fuck does it sound like? Not to diss any other product. I think we're in a very, very golden era at the minute where everything sounds bloody brilliant. The products I tend to use are going to be the Quad Cortex, which is the way. Then I've got a Helix, which is just awesome. And I've got a Tonex rig as well, which we'll be looking at. And then I tend to carry a 112 FRFR cab or a couple of 212 FRFR cabs as my dog decides to come in. Hey, Stormy. Oh, here she is. There's Storm. Say hello, Storm. Say hello. She's boss. Oh, I love you. Right, now go. Go away. Go away, I'll see you in a bit. Quad Cortex is what we're on about today. So let's spark it up and we'll do, basically I'll talk you through what it's all about. Let's fucking go and do that now. Quickety split. So here we are at the machine. Let's do this. So I'm going to do this kind of eye cam thing. It's a crazy concept. I'm just going to try it on for size. Right, okay, so this is you guys. Okay, so now you can see you are looking at whatever I'm looking at. It's kind of like Doom, but for guitar demos. Let's go. So basically, you start you start an unsaved empty project. You go into this, and you have cloud presets, which is still the shit you've downloaded, which would be here eventually. Okay, so these are all the shit that you've downloaded or you've uploaded. Factory presets are what they say on the tin. So these are all your factory kind of tones, of which are pretty good. So let's try one of those on for size. Let's go for, I don't know. Well, let's go for an Eddie Van Halen. That seems to be the best place to start. So let's have a go with that. So here it is, just standard. Sounds great, totally usable sound. Let's go back, pick another one. So just got to drop in. Let's go expansive anomaly. Let's give that a go. Expansive anomaly. So this is a UKC top boost. It's got some vibrato on there. It's got a bit of phaser. It's got a little bit of a little cheeky hole reverb. It's got a rodent drive on there. So let's just see what that sounds like. I wouldn't use it. Let's just go for another one. Fat and forgiving. Not bad. That is a neural capture of the PV5150. By neural capture, I mean this. So what you get is you get models and you get captures. Difference being is the capture just gives you gain, bass, mod, treble, volume. It's just a snapshot of a perfect amp. The actual models, which we'll get into a sec, are a full functioning model of that particular amp. Okay, brilliant. So that is pretty much what you're going to get from some of your presets. Obviously, there's a billion of them. We're just looking at a few. What we're going to do now is going to go into one of the plugins that you can purchase and look at what some other people have done with their quad cortexes. So again, come with me, be my eyes, like kind of digital doom. Let's go in here. We're going to go into presets, plugin presets. Let's go for the Pliny. I like a bit of Pliny. Let's go artists. We've got all of these guys. I love a bit of Jack Gardner, and I'm sure he loves a bit of me. Let's go for Rabea, my old-eating mate Rabea Masad. Love you loads, Rabea. I haven't seen you for ages, mate. Would be good to hook up for a pint. Let's go for some of his high gain tones are great. Let's go for the high gain lead. Loads up. It is exactly what it says on the tin. Let's have a little listen to that. So, High Gain Lead by Rabea Masad in the Pliny X plugin. Sounds bloody brilliant. Rabia knows how to put a patch together. Let's go for something else. Eyes down for a full house. Let's go for... He likes a bit of synthy stuff. Let's go chimes. The guy knows how to do some stuff. So let's have a little listen to that. With my rather dusty pot. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that. And all sorts of other things that you can do within the presets, right? So that's that. Again, eyes down. Let's try and build a preset now. So what we're going to do is just going to go back out of this. Right, okay, so now we're just going to build a preset really quick. So we're going to grab a, let's go for just a modeled amp rather than a capture. So amp. Let's go for Bogner Uber lead. Obviously, it's going to be noisy as all shit. So make sure we've got. Do you know what? I'll go for plug-in cab. I'll go for nameless suite stereo. Brilliant. I'm going to throw in a little noise gate in there because that's noisy as all shit. Let's go utility adaptive gate. There you go. So that's got rid of all of that. And we're going to need a little pre-drive in there. I'm sure. No doubt. It's what we do. Where are you? Overdrive, it's going to be the green 808, of course it is. I'm going to just set that up the way we would set it. So the overdrive on about 1, level on about 8-ish, and I tend to leave the tone where it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell this to go all the way down to row 3. I'm going to tell row 3 to be a multi-output, and then I'm going to go, do you know what, I like a bit of delay, me. Let's go for a digital stereo delay. Make sure we've got the ping pong on there. Job done. And then we're going to do a nice little reverb. Let's go for reverb. Let's go for the plate lush. And I'm just going to shift that out of the way because I don't want it getting in the way of my delay. So straight away, let's have a listen to that. It's a patch I've just built in like 5 seconds. Not the greatest sound patch in the world, I'm not going to lie. Let's go in and do some shit with this amp. Right, okay, so we're going to pump the gain up, throw some bass up. See, I've got much more control now than I did with the capture. Maybe, well, leave the master where it is. Okay, so just a bit more gain, a bit more bass. Maybe put a bit more drive in the pedal. And yeah, and I'm going to tweak as I go without you seeing because this is a pain in the ass. Right, so let's just go back to this cam and I'll just try and sort out a tone. Straight away, that sounds a lot better with the ping pong delay as well. That's happening. The reverb sounds great. Let's maybe change the cab to, I don't know, let's go for a plenty cab. Let's go stereo plenty cab. See what that does. Sounds better as far as I'm concerned. Right, okay, so that sounds pretty good. Straight away, instantly got a great tone. Now I could leave that. I'll go back to this one. I could leave that and I could go in here and I could go, right, well, I don't want an Uber lead. I want a GCM 800. That's what I bloody want. I want to crank the gain. I really want to push the master because that's what works for GCM 800s. We're going to take the output down. Presence, we'll see what happens. Leave it as it is. Let's see what that does. Actually, I can bring that output back up again. Sounds like a bloody JCM 800 to me. Brilliant. Okay, obviously there is a million other effects that we could throw in there as well. So just to take the piss, let's see what we can do. So back to the eye. What we'll do is we'll throw in a chorus. We'll throw in a shimmery reverb, because we do like a little bit of shimmer, and I'm just going to make sure that that mix is quite high. Okay, so now I've added a little bit of chorus, a little bit of shimmery reverby shit to my JCM 800 that's cost me nothing at all. I've just downloaded it, I've just plugged it in. That'll do, man. That'll absolutely do. Right, okay, so that's kind of presets, loading up a patch, making it all work. It's just fucking easy, man. It's just too easy. And we can set up expression pedals as well to do whammy effects and drop tunings. And oh, speaking of drop tunings, let's just do that. So, back to the eye. Let's go, and we're just going to grab that and we're going to move them over there, because I like a nice, neat patch, just like everything. I just like neat. Okay, let's go transpose, bang, just bang, there it is. Let's go, let's drop a tone. Let's drop a tone. So much fun. Let's drop 10 semitones. Let's raise 12 semitones. And then let's just turn that off. Absolutely brilliant. This is great. It just works. It tracks amazing. Anyway, that's it. So basically, we've looked at some presets. We've built a patch really, really easily. And that's how fucking amazing this thing is. Really, really good. Tiny. Everything just works. Super easy to make pedals fit into it and stuff. Takes pedals great. Obviously, I haven't captured anything yet, but I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll throw in one of my amp captures. So again, this is how you do this. So I've already captured my amp. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that by just dragging it into the bin. Gone. I'm going to tap on that and I'm going to go to Neural Captures, My Captures. And these are a list of all of my amps that I've captured. Right, so let's go for my... What do we want? I've captured so much. Let's go for my Ironheart Studio, because it sounds so good. So again, because it's a capture, you just get this. But let's have a little listen to this. So this is my IRT Studio that I've had for 15 years, 10 years. Love it. Absolutely love this amp. Go ahead. Right, okay, let's just turn that off and turn the thingy off. And I'm just gonna boost the volume a little bit. Let's bring it in line. Down a little bit. That amp is sitting in a studio 20 miles away. But I've got it right here because I've modelled it, and it was dead easy to model as well. It was just so easy, just literally, well, which maybe is another video, who knows, but that is basically it. It is mind-bogglingly good piece of kit. It just does whatever it does very, very well. Really, 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 really good. So let's call it a day there, because this is fucking dead long, this video, isn't it? Right, okay, let's just drop back to final thoughts. So final thoughts about the Neural DSP Quad Cortex. It is a game changer, and I know everyone's been saying that. It is fundamentally perfection. It is everything any guitarist would ever need, it whether they know they do or not. It is really high fidelity. The effects that are in there, which are only going to grow, are great and good enough. There is a million that we didn't even discuss. It will take I/O ins and outs like a champ. You can do whatever you want with it. You can route it any way you want, and it just sounds great. I've toured with this now for many different things, from many different genres, and it's just done the job perfectly. It is absolutely amazing. You owe it to yourselves to go to a local guitar store, plug it into a Laney FRFR cabinet, and just have a play with it. And if you don't think I need to sell everything I own now and buy one of these, then you're a stronger human than me, because I caved the minute I heard this thing. Absolutely caved. It had to be mine. Okay, anyway guys, that's it. The video is still too bloody long. I'll try and condense this all down. I've been here for about an hour. I just fucking can't stop playing the thing. Anyway, guys, please think about liking and subscribing. The channel will grow because of you, and the more we do, the more we do. And I'm going to try and do a lot more in 2025. Last year was very, very busy, so this year we're going to try a little bit more. Some exciting things as well. New guitars, basically just me pulling my finger out this year, I think. So that is the Neural DSP Quad Cortex. My 2 pennies worth. You've got to go and buy one. Like, literally just go and buy one. If you're a guitarist and you've got a studio, or you haven't got a studio, or you're thinking, what should I buy for my first amp? What should I do for this? Like, literally just buy a Quad Cortex. Don't, like, forget about everything else. Get some Laney FRFR cabinets, because they're fucking amazing. I'm going to do a video on that in a bit. They sound fucking amazing. Get one of these, get one of them, or 2 of them, or 3 of them, and have the rig that you will use for the rest of time until they decide that they don't want to like look after a Quad Cortex anymore, which I can't see there being anytime soon. We are there, guys. It sounds as good as real stuff. And that Ironheart Studio preset is just fucking mwah. I love that amp so much. So much so that I might actually bring it home because it's so good. Right, anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one, which will be another one of these. Take it easy. Have a great January and a great 2025. And think about liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.